Welcome back to Skyrim Saturday. My name is Ricky, and this is Grace. Grace is a snow elf, and if you're a little bit confused as to what she's wearing or why even she's a snow elf, you can go back and watch the first couple episodes. So we are currently playing the Forgotten City. We are trying to solve a mystery of why this place gets ruined in the future, and today we are probably going to kill somebody, so that'll be super fun. So here's the thing. After last week's episode, I remembered that key leads to an ending that isn't great, although it might be useful for an ending that is good. Not that the ending is bad, but the one playthrough I saw, they took that key and immediately went and found some stuff, and I won't tell you what they found. But it did not go well. I mean, a lot of people made it out of the city, but the city was in ruins because Dwarves Law kicked in. But not because of anything that the player character did, but because of other things. So, I think I need to get this dwarven armor. And then I think I need to make it back to the Jarl's Lighthouse. Once I kick off Dwarves Law, I need to head over there. So what we're going to do is get this armor by killing him, and then going back in time, while still hopefully keeping the armor, and give it to that other lady. But before we do any of that, I'm going to go find the wizard guy, the court wizard guy. I don't know if he's a court wizard or whatever. Brawl. And we're going to talk to him. But I think that's what we're going to do. And do you know anything about time travel?
Time travel? You know, as it happens, I do.
Oh.
It was
I mean, the Jarl kind of mentioned it, but...
for years after my wife passed.
Okay.
I thought if I could go back, I gave up on that idea a long time ago. But recently the Jarl has asked to see my research notes.
Uh-huh.
How strange that you should now take an interest too.
It's not that strange.
Can I ask what the nature of your interest is?
Well, see, I'm from the future.
Unusual subject.
Oh, I don't have any other options to not tell him I'm from the future. Okay.
I don't...
You know what? That's probably
the
the best response. You travel to the past, how would you return to the present?
For argument's sake, if you found yourself in that position, you'd have only two options. To live out your days in the past.
Fair.
Or force a paradox.
Okay.
A paradox, you see,
Why is paradox
would
in
involve
quotes?
changing the past, so as to prevent the events which caused you to travel back in time in the first place.
Right.
But you'd be taking a big risk by doing that.
Possibly saving everyone's
Who knows
life
what
here,
the
sounds like.
consequences would be. Some say that whatever you do, it will lead you right back to the future that took you back in time in the first place. An eternal loop.
Oh, I don't like that.
But me, I believe that creating a paradox should fling you
Good,
back to your
okay.
original time, having changed the past for you and everyone else.
How would I create a paradox?
Well, let's say for argument's
I mean, I
sake,
have.
you
There's
really
no
have
argument's
traveled
sake.
here from the future. You could create a paradox in a few different ways.
Cool.
Essentially, you could do anything that would remove your means or motivation to return to the past.
Okay.
For example, you came here to achieve some goal. Achieving that goal would mean you will never have been motivated to come here.
Okay.
A paradox. Or, if the thing that allowed you to travel back in time is still here, as a past version of itself, you could simply destroy it, I suppose. That would mean, of course, that you will never have been able to travel back in time. Another paradox. But doing so can have terrible consequences.
Do you know a way out of here?
Now that's an interesting question.
Ooh!
I personally don't know
Okay.
any way out, no. However, I have a theory.
Theory. I
It's
like
more
the
of a
sound of
hypothesis,
theory.
really. My thinking is that if there was a way out of here, the dwarves who built this place must have known about it.
Right. The dwarves disappeared ages ago.
True, but we can learn all sorts of things about them from what they left behind. Inscriptions, architecture,
Sure.
relics, statues.
Armor.
And while I've discovered many things here, there are some parts of the city I haven't been able to get to.
Okay.
I'm most interested in the palace, above the lake. Unfortunately, it's sealed up tight. Only one man ever managed to enter, and he never came out.
What palace?
That was Narnabas, and we haven't heard from him in years. Strange fellow. I believe he was looking for the secrets of the dwarves too.
Uh-huh.
If you could find a way in there, I'm sure it would tell us a great deal about this place. Who knows what secrets we could uncover.
That's fair, yeah, okay. Alright, I'll be going now.
Very well. Come back if you think of any questions about something you discover.
Okay. I'm gonna read the Doors of Oblivion. My conjuration just went up. Okay.
Any exciting new discoveries?
Aside from the fact that, why is this marked as owned? The Dwemer, that's the best Dwemer stuff to pick up. Ugh. So, in regards to the conjuration book I just read, I have been thinking a lot about how I want to play Grace, because I've sort of played Grace mostly as a sort of mage archer. And that's the way I want to keep playing her, as a mage archer. And so I think I used some conjuration stuff early on in the game, maybe in the first episode of this mod. So wait, hang on. Is that the palace thing? Or oh, I bet that's the palace. I bet that's what he's talking about. It doesn't look that hard to get up there. I mean, this is Skyrim after all. I'm pretty sure I could just climb vertically by jumping. So I have added 2 new mods, I think, maybe more, but I know I've added at least 2 new mods. Both of them I created, and both of them have to do with magic stuff. One of them tweaks the mage armor perk and alteration, as well as I think the one that magic resistance as well, but I don't 100% remember. It's been, you know, like a week since I made the mod, so I've already forgotten. The other one involves conjuration, the conjuration skill tree. So here's the conjuration skill tree. So obviously I have Novice Conjuration, I have Apprentice Conjuration, and Adept Conjuration. I also have Soul Stealer, Mystic Binding, which we'll come back to, and Summoner. You'll notice Mystic Binding has 1 of 4. Now normally it doesn't. See, what I have done is I've created a mod that adds new ranks to the Mystic Binding perk, and what it does is it increases the bound weapons, specifically the sword and the dagger and not the bow, because Grace has her own bow. She doesn't need to be conjuring bows. So here's the thing about bound weapons. They are fantastic weapons for the early game. In fact, they're probably overpowered in the early game. But the further you get into the game, level-wise, like we're almost, we're at level 27 now. And, get to level 40, level 50, around there. Once you start to get to higher levels and enemies start to have more health, those weapons start to do a lot less damage. So unless you have a bunch of, fortify one-handed crap all over you, they start doing less and less damage. So what I've done is just increase the damage as we went. I also boosted the overall base damage of the mystic weapons as well. So it starts out a little bit more powerful, and then it gets a little more powerful, a little more powerful, a little more powerful. So each weapon's base damage goes up by 12 every time. It puts it up somewhere close to Daedric Weapon's legendary status. Okay, so I don't have to climb. There's just stairs I didn't explore in the past 2 episodes. Fine, whatever. Abandoned Palace. I'm confused. I'm walking right in. So, oh, okay. Yeah, there's a burned body. And some gloves. Some gauntlets. Okay. See, now, if this were Dishonored, I'd just blink up there. But we're not playing Dishonored now, are we? It strikes me as interesting that there is that gap with the pipe running here. That strikes me as... Wait a second. That does strike me as very interesting indeed. Also, that says coffin, so that's horrifying. Apparently, we are playing... Dishonored. A little bit. I fell off. So we're playing the cheap knockoff version of Dishonored right now, called Skyrim. There we go. Okay, now... Okay, now we're over here. Come on, Skyrim. Work with me. There we go. Okay. Aha! Stupid, cheap, Dishonored. Now what are you gonna do, you stupid dwarves? Oh, this is exactly how I was supposed to get in here. Genuinely figured there. Okay, what are these? Immaculate Dwarven Gauntlets. Okay. Hello? Ah! Okay, I'm just gonna assume, for the sake of accuracy right now, that I can, in fact, shoot these guys. With no consequences to Dwarves Law at all. Because we are inside. However, I feel like maybe now we play a little bit with the bound stuff. Woo! Conjuration just went up. And I leveled up! Yay! Oh. Okay, also these guys have souls. Ghostly remains. Yeah, I want to search the ghostly remains. Dwarven War Axe. Okay, these guys just all have... there's an elven arrow. Oh, jeez. Well, I'll get my conjuration up some more. So, right now, it is a little more powerful than it probably has any right to be. The sword. Burnt horror? No. Knock it off. No soul gem large enough. He must be humanoid. Oh, I should level up. And I think we might want to take Mystic Binding too. Well, hang on. Put this away. Let's recast it. I don't know why I put it away. So you can find out how much damage it does. So I'm currently doing 41 damage per thing. Grace's bow does 52. So if I take this, that was 41 damage. If I take Mystic Binding 2, it should now do 41 damage. Hang on. Let's unconjure it because it has to. Okay, so real quick, in case you're wondering how this works, every time you take Mystic Binding, if you don't have any mods installed, when you take Mystic Binding and you cast the new sword, you're actually casting a different spell. I mean, it's the same spell, but you're casting it to a different thing. So it's either the bound sword or the mystically bound sword. And so what I did was added 3 more swords. Ah, see, now I'm doing 55 damage. Ooh. Die, burnt horror, die! Ooh. Oh! Okay. So this mod I installed also increases the daggers as well, the bound dagger that they added in, oh, what's it? That they added in Dragonborn. But what is going on here? I don't think we're going to use daggers that much because I used daggers in my first playthrough and I don't particularly want to use them again. That was most of my playthrough was. I mean, I've played with conjuration and stuff as well in that playthrough, but not hardly at all. Okay, well I'm gonna sit in the dwarven throne and see what happens. Okay. Just found a chest, but nothing else seemed to happen. Okay, so that dude had to come from somewhere. So we've obviously not finished exploring this place yet. So, okay, so here's why I'm telling you all of this about Grace. When Grace was a child... hang on. Restoration. Steadfast Ward. Oh! Oh! That is a tough. When Grace was a child, as I talked about before, Grace's family were hunters. They were part of the hunter groups. Which Grace did not like all that much. She did not want to be a hunter. She wanted to be a... she absolutely wanted to be... She was fascinated with magic. The closest she could ever get to magic would be marrying one of the mages, but she'd still be a hunter. Her kids could be mages, but she couldn't. And one of her friends was in the mage, was one of the mage families, and so her friend would secretly tell her, as a bow, secretly teach her stuff about, that is interesting. Secretly teach her stuff about magic, and so she learned a little bit of magic, and she became really fascinated with conjuration and the idea that she could make, you know, bam, and there you go. There's just a creature that she's made. And, you know, that's something that was really fascinating to her. Oh! Ooh, that's the dude who came in here. These are the last words of I, Nabaris, the Great, the most powerful necromancer who ever lived. By tapping into the strange energy in this place, I have achieved what no other necromancer in history has ever dreamed. A mass resurrection. Well, I mean, you just got to go to the stone that lets you do that in Skyrim. I mean, there's just a stone. 24 corpses may be more brought to life by a single spell. Consider for a moment the raw, terrifying power in that. Again, I could do that whenever I wanted. Grace is not a necromancer. We will not be doing necromancy. But I'm just saying, it's not that difficult to do. Such is my power that my greatest achievement, transcending even my own wildest expectations, has forced me into this corner. You may ask, what kind of summoner cannot even summon the courage to leap from the balcony to the lake below? Afraid of heights I may be, but you will never find a man calmer in the face of death than I, for it is only in death that I may perform my greatest ever feat, self-resurrection. I can hear my dark beauties coming for me, clamoring on this final lock gate, determined that I join them. The other side is time I join them. Nimbus great. P.S. Look behind you. Really? Dillweed. Necromance this. Douche nozzle. Novice robes of conjuration, though. I will take those. So Grace wears armor, but I've been thinking a lot about maybe Grace wearing mage robes because that strikes me as something more interesting for... No. Strikes me as something more interesting for Grace to wear. Especially conjuration robes. Okay, so... I think... Yeah, okay. So now that we're back out here, I imagine Dwarves Law is back on, so don't kill anybody yet. But I'm going to go in through this door and see where this takes me. Interesting. Behind a master-locked gate. I mean, I could sit here. I only have 50 lockpicks, and I'm pretty confident I will break all of them if I try to pick a master lock. Wait, hang on a second. How am I getting out of here? It just occurred to me the only way out of here might be to jump. Which strikes me as a very, very bad idea. Yeah. I don't think I can climb back up. Yeah, alrighty. Looks like I am jumping from the top of this place. See, now I feel like I need to go this way. But it's blocked behind a master lock, and it doesn't matter how good my stuff is. There ain't no way I'm going that way. Alright, so it appears the way I get down from here is to jump. But it strikes me as a bad idea. So we're going to do something else. We're going to try and do some rock walking. Aha! Well, that sucked, but okay. Now we're a lot closer to the ground. Okay, now we can jump into the water. There we go. Okay, okay. So now I want to go find that lady who was asking about the armor from Rikus, because I have gloves for her to look at. And maybe, with the gloves, I'm a little bit closer to deactivating the Dwarves Law in this place.
I hear you.
Wait, hang on, I don't think I talked to you.
Hello, Petal. What a pretty thing you are.
Oh, I don't like you. What's your story?
My story? It's about a quiet man who preferred to keep to himself. Short and sharp.
Okay. So I was looking for a dude named Quintus, and the game wants me to accuse you of being Quintus, even though I thought it was the other guy.
Quintus? My name is Marius. You must have the wrong
Maybe.
person.
But those looters...
And perhaps you're not as stupid as you look.
He's giving me a slow
Well
clap.
done, you found me. Now, what do you want?
Nothing. I want to know why you're hiding from your
My
family.
family?
Oh, the Dark...
The
Well, I
Dark
guess, yeah, it
Brotherhood
makes sense
likes
to send a
to
Dark Brotherhood
use terms
person.
like family, but they don't know the meaning of the word.
Yeah, I don't like Dark Brotherhood either.
They're still holding a grudge because I left them, you see. They don't like it when people leave them. It makes them look ineffectual. Now, what's it going to take for you to keep this quiet,
I just want to make sure you're not a threat to the safety of this city.
Oh, how noble of you. I've admitted it.
Would
I
you
work
kill
for the
Rikus
Dark
for me?
Brotherhood, and
If I
was
perform
very
the
good at
Dark
what I
Sacrament,
did.
Black Sacrament...
But I'm quite comfortable here, as you can see. what would be my motivation to kill anyone now?
That's actually a good point.
I'd need some kind of death wish.
Well,
Now, was there something
no,
else
you can go
wanted
back.
to ask me? Or can I get
No,
back to enjoying
get back to enjoying your
my
retirement. I am looking for someone else. Wait. Hello. Okay, but you're the lady who wanted me to bring the thing, and I got the thing. I got the thing. Here, let's put them on. Nope, okay. Okay, so she's not wanting to tell me anything about the gauntlets yet. But it makes the wearer immune from radiation when worn as a complete set. Which strikes me as interesting. It means that if I can get a hold of the whole set of Immaculate Dwarven Armor, I can maybe do something that involves a lot of radiation. I don't... Tell you what we're going to do now. We're going to go find Rikus' house. We're going to kill him. And then we're going to try and time loop. I will quick save before, in case it doesn't go well. Goodbye. That's fine. I know. I didn't quick save before we started. It's okay. We're good. Everybody's okay. Okay, I will. Ah! No, I'm gonna die. Because his battle axe is crazy powerful. Also, he has a ton of health. Oh, he's detected me. Alright, fine. Nah, we're good, Rikus. Stop blocking, you piece of crap. I want your armor. Also, you're in the wall. Okay, that's cheating. Okay, stop killing her. Stop killing her. Okay. It seems like cheating that he clipped into there. I'm just saying. Okay, well now he's asleep. So I'm gonna shoot him. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him, and then I'm gonna heal. Potions. Potions. Potion of healing. And got him. Okay, now heal up again. I mean, alright, bye. Bye. Hello. Whoa! Please get up. Okay, good. Whew. Run. Run. Okay. So, what did we learn? We learned that if we do kill somebody, bad crap happens. And into the lake house we go. I need to use your portal again. Oh, I failed the quest. Oh, he just died. Lake house key. Necklace of the Firewalker. Oh, I have to read the letter first. That's right. Okay, hang on. Okay, now can I go through the thing? There we go. Well, this place looks quite lovely. Oh, and I started Forget-Me-Not. But the best part is now I have the Immaculate Dwarven Armor and the Immaculate Gauntlets. Alright, so we went into the abandoned palace. We found a ghost. We found some gauntlets. We did get the armor because I'm pretty sure the armor will be very important. But now we have to go meet the Jarl all over again, which I don't really know how to explain to him that we've actually met more than once. Yeah, we'll see about that. This has been The Forgotten City on Skyrim Saturday. Thank you for watching, and come back soon for more Skyrim.